Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and today's video will be about the selection process to start a flight training. It is not in every country, but I know in the Netherlands for sure, and in Brussels and whatever, they all have a selection process prior to the flight training, because there are just simply so many people who are wanting to start a pilot training that they chose to make a selection process and to make the chance of passing candidates very high. So the selection process, what does it look like? First of all, you just sign in a contract or a form on the internet and you just apply that you want to start at that flight training school. I'm going to talk about my school because that's what I've experienced, and even if not from Holland, it will still be similar. First of all, you have the interview. And in the interview, they just ask like very obvious questions. Who are you? Why should we hire or take you? Why us? Why that school? What do you expect from the training? What do you expect from the job as an airline pilot? Like all that kind of stuff. Really just practice that, know the answers by heart, but it's just like an act. So if they ask you something, just know exactly what to say. For example, they asked me like, do you know one subject regarding the flight school or something? Okay, so I said something like, when I say something like a meteo, like the weather, and I talked about POF, you know, like the principles of flight. So yeah, those kind of questions. Not hard, just to get to know you and to make sure that you're serious and that you're really able to complete the pilot training, because they don't want to have people who are falling out of the training, of course. After you did the interview, you're gonna go into like a kind of simulator thing, and in that simulator it's just basically a computer, and they put all kinds of tests in there. Intelligence tests, like you have a science test, physics test, math test, everything in time, of course. You have a flying test where you have to fly through a tunnel and in the meantime complete a math test, and it gets like harder and harder. They will have like lots of other tests around there, and there's also a camera in there. Okay, so whatever happens, just stay calm. They just want to know you, okay? How are you? How are you performing under stress? They are just checking you at this moment. They are checking you if you are able to pass the HPL exams, to make different calculations. Some people ask me, do I need physics and math to start a pilot training? I would say, well, you should be able to count, because that's what you're going to need in the cockpit as well. You should be able to make quick calculations. So yeah, it is kind of important. I would suggest, if you don't have physics or math, that you follow a specific program for that, or something that you gain experience in calculating, because you're going to need it during the selection. You're going to have like a lot of similar tests like that. I always think like, if you don't pass it because you absolutely did your best and you just could not do any better, then who cares, okay? Just try it again another year or whatever. But if you don't pass because you didn't practice stuff, or you didn't prepare some stuff which you could have prepared, then I'm like, no. So just do anything you can. Make as lots of intelligence tests as you can possibly make. Because we all know, right? Intelligence test, that's just, it depends on how much you practice those things. If you make an intelligence test for the first time in that simulator, it's probably not going to be the best score. If you already practice that over and over again, and then you're going into the simulator, then you're gonna ace it, of course. Just practice everything you can regarding that selection. Because if you pass it, you're gonna become a pilot, or most probably. And if you don't pass it, then you have to wait another year, or you have to choose a different school. And at a different school, you also have to do that. So just make the best out of it. Try the best you can. After the simulator session, you're going, if you pass that, because if you don't pass it, then it's just over. But if you pass the simulator session, then you have to go to the medical institution. So you have to let your body checked out to make sure that your eyes are good, you have no colourblindness, that your heart is good, that everything is good, that you're just fit to fly. okay, and not fit to fly as in I feel okay, but just fit to fly as in is my body okay? Yeah, that is what the selection process is. If you completed all those 3 stages, then you're ready and you can start a pilot training. Just be yourself and you will be fine. And maybe in your country they don't have selection processes, but in my country definitely they have. This was a video about the selection process for flight training. I wish the best of luck, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.